Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports back with your NHL rundown. I think, 14, 15 games today for Saturday. Everybody was off on Friday for Saturday, the 11th of April. Just a few days left of the season. So, important day today. We're going to run down through these games rapid fire style. Don't forget, if you want to get on my 2-for-1 All Sports Pass, it's a heck of a day to do so. I have a rare top play in soccer. So far this year, we're our last 8 games, we're 8-1, 7-1. With our soccer plays. Even better, our 7 or 8 unit plays are on an 8-0 run going back over 2 weeks now. So you can get in on all the plays, not just the top plays. You get in all the bonus plays as well. How do you do so? It's 2 weeks for the price of $99, $600 value. That's all sports included. Text your name, 574-333-8717 to get in on that. Just tell me you want Craig's 2-week All Sports Pass, and I'll send it to you. Only way to find it. You won't find it looking at the website. So little short haircut. So hopefully it's lucky. The barber went a little short. I was like, all right, well, now you got to go short. Anyway, here's what we got for today. Tampa Bay and Boston going early, 12:30 start. Tampa Bay -120, total 6. And who's the better team? Tampa Bay. Who's the bet? Boston. I just think Boston is motivated for this game, rested at home where they're 28-10-1 this year. Good price. Plus 107. Let's take Boston. Ottawa and the Islanders here. Ottawa's favored -117, total 6. This is a really good Ottawa team. I really think Ottawa is going to be a team that's going to have to reckon with. Teams that if you're going to move on in the Stanley Cup playoffs, you're going to have to get through this Ottawa team. I'm excited to see how that goes for them. So right now, Ottawa's I believe they're like the 6th or 7th team. So they're only 2 points behind Boston. So that first game, if Boston loses and Ottawa wins, could be a big thing for them. I like Ottawa here, -117. Washington and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, -125, total 6.5. And these two, only one win separates them. 41 wins for Pittsburgh, 40 wins for Washington. So two evenly matched teams here, and the line suggests it. I think Pittsburgh will win this game. They've already clinched a playoff spot. I think they do a little more here with this win, and we're going to take Pittsburgh here minus the small number. Edmonton and LA. LA's favored -108, total 6.5, and I just think the wrong team's favored here. I think Edmonton's a much better team. Now, LA is one of those teams that people like to bet on. They're one of the more overbet teams right now, and I get right now why they're favored here because they're like 1 point up, I believe, on Nashville. So pretty important game for LA. For that reason, I will take LA here. I think they have all the reason to push hard for this game, whereas Edmonton, on the other hand, looks like they're going to be securely in. Next game, St. Louis and Chicago. Fading Chicago has been very profitable for us bettors. They have 2 wins in the last 10 games. St. Louis, I think should be a lot bigger favorite, to be honest. I was thinking -150, so at -132, I'm definitely not going to take a gift horse and look them in the mouth, as they say. Take St. Louis here minus the 132. Rangers and Dallas. Dallas -184, total 6. And, man, Dallas just 4 wins in their last 10 games, but they're squarely in the playoffs. And, they've won 3 of their last 4 games, including that was an awesome game. If you watch that Minnesota game, it was on, I think it was ESPN. Back and forth that game went. They ended up winning 5-4 in a high-scoring game. I think it's another high-scoring game. The Rangers have played 2 straight overs, 9 goals and 8 goals. I think this game over 6. Yes, I think this one goes over. I think it was the best over game of the day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on all the great content we have here at Doc Sports. New Jersey and Detroit. Detroit's favorite -150, total 6.5. 2 evenly matched team. 41 wins for Detroit, 40 wins for New Jersey. Like I said, these races are really tight right now when you look at the standings. I think Detroit's the play here. I think they're slightly better than New Jersey, and think they're going to show it. The Devils are out of the playoffs, so they're eliminated, and I think Detroit has something to play for here. Minnesota and Nashville. I like Minnesota in a big bounce-back spot. Nashville was killed by Utah. It was my 7-unit play of the week was Utah last time out. I think Minnesota hands it to them. That was a tough loss like we talked about. Fun game to watch. I think Minnesota bounces back in a big way here, -123. Carolina and Utah. Utah's hot. I've played them twice as my top play the last 2 weeks. they continue to be one of the hotter teams in the league. But if you look where they are in the standings, it's like nothing is a guarantee this time of year for them. Even though they're in the playoffs, I think they're in the 4th seed. I think they would like to move up or maintain that 4th spot. But when you look behind them, they have like 3 teams within 1 to 2 points. I think Utah hears the play. I think they continue to play really, really well. Next game, Philly and Winnipeg. Winnipeg minus 127, total 5.5. And I have not been a Winnipeg fan for a long time this year. I just think they're way overrated, especially since the break. And I think you fade them here. Philly plus 113 is the play. Philly needs a little good finish here to maintain this. They're one of the last playoff spots, but there's a ton of teams fighting for those last few spots. I like Philly plus 113. Florida and Toronto, 2 teams I've basically faded the entire post-Olympic break and done very well profits-wise. So I'm staying away from the side here. I'm taking the under. Florida just struggles to score right now. And I know both these teams are kind of on the overrun, but I like this one to go under the 6.5. Calgary and Seattle. Seattle minus 139, total 6. And 2 teams that a month ago I thought both teams could make the playoffs. I was wrong on both. They're both not going to make the playoffs. And I think we're going to see why in this game. I would stay far away from this. If you made me take a game, I would take Calgary plus the 123. Columbus and Montreal. Montreal is very hot right now, 9 of last 10. They're only minus 139 here. I think just because they don't really have a lot to play for here. And I think, at that point, you just like, yeah, they could maybe move up or back a spot. But I mean, they're obviously going to get home ice throughout. I just think you take Montreal here, but I wouldn't be going to the bank because the odds suggest maybe Montreal doesn't win this game. Vegas and Colorado. Vegas needs this game, and I think they play like it. Vegas is like what? I think they're the 6th seed right now, but they're tied with Anaheim with 89 points. They're only 1 behind Edmonton at 90. Vegas needs this game. Colorado does not. Give me Vegas plus 117. And the last game, Vancouver and San Jose. San Jose minus 227, total 6.5. Fading Vancouver has been very good to people. They have 1 win in their last 10 games. Let's take San Jose in regulation to get it done as our last game here. All right, that's what we like for today. There's all the NHL games. Don't forget, if you want to get in on all my best bets, got a best bet in soccer today. This will only be the 2nd one we've had this year. So you can get on a 7-unit plays or on an 8-0 run now, going back 2+ weeks. And our soccer plays overall are like 7-1, 8-1, something like that the last couple of weeks individually. So we're going to have a big one. Make sure you get on either $30 over at the website or even better, get the 2-week all sports pass, just $99, $600 value. Text your name, 574-333-8717. Good luck. See you again tomorrow.